Welcome to the Raider Talks game recap. I am your host, Art Neveready, here alongside Nick Ibarra. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below for Raider content all season long. Nick, today just an embarrassing loss for the Raiders. They lose 30-12 to the Bears, and just a bad effort by the players, bad coaching on the defensive and offensive side of the ball, even special teams, just bad all around. And I mean, this was just an embarrassing game and a typical Raider game when they feel like everything's heading in the right direction. You got an easy game against an easy opponent, and they just get their butts whooped, and that's what it was today.
Yeah, we've seen this before, and you think, okay, well, maybe there's a chance, we can come back or do this, do that, and, it was disappointing. Like I said, we've seen this before. Just nothing went our way today, and when we thought maybe a couple plays went good, then it just all turned bad at the end. Just disappointing.
It felt like it was all bad once Carlson missed that field goal. It was like, okay, here we go. We'll start offensively for the Raiders, I guess. Just bad. Running was bad. Josh Jacobs did not run good. When he did have holes and stuff and places to run, he did not run good. Most of the time he didn't have holes because the offensive line is so bad. The quarterback, Brian Hoyer, did not play good. Very inaccurate. I think made the wrong decisions on a lot of throws where guys might have been open elsewhere. And he had a couple picks, including a pick six. Even Devontae didn't play really good today. Missed a couple catches. Really no positives on the offensive side of the ball at all, in my opinion.
I mean, there hasn't been any positives on the offensive side of the ball pretty much all year. For the 7th week in a row, we don't put up over 20. We can't score. We can't move the ball. But this is us. It seems like no matter who's quarterbacking or whatever, it's a couple picks. It's Josh Jacobs can't run the ball. It's offensive line not giving him holes, and just nothing, just blank out of the offense.
Don't forget play calling. Play calling by Josh McDaniels is bad. He sets up this Raider team in a bad spot. He puts them in a bad spot, like before even the snap happens. Yeah, because the play calling is just so predictable. Defenses know what we're doing. I mean, us, just regular guys, know what's happening when the Raiders set up on offense to do a play. And why do the Raiders run so much when they can't run? Why do you keep on continuing to run the football, Nick?
They're just trying to convince themselves, like, it's going to work, or it's going to work on this one. It's going to, we haven't yet to explode for one. Josh Jacobs has yet to explode for one. I don't know what his career or his longest this season is, but it's yet to explode for like 20, 25 yards. It's not there. And it sucks to sit there and, hey, we're down a couple possessions with just 10, 15 minutes left, and they're still trying to run the ball. Like, no, we need chunk plays. We need to hurry up and score. We're fighting against the Bears and the time, too. So, I mean, we got to do something. And it's today, and what really made me mad was we were down a couple possessions, and there was, like, no urgency to score. Like, we were just taking our time. Like, if we were protecting the lead, you can't do that.
Today, I sent you that little TikTok of Mike McDaniel, Dolphins head coach. Like, should we just throw it the whole time? All right, F it. I'm going to throw it the whole time. And they threw it, scored a touchdown. And I'm like, why can't Josh McDaniel just have it? Let's just throw it every time. Even if,
or for one series, let's try this.
Let's just throw it the whole time. And even if you're going to, that doesn't mean throwing it deep. That means short passes that resemble the run game, since you can't get the run game actually going. And Josh McDaniel just has no balls to do that and switch things up, because you're going to have to switch things up for us to succeed. If you just keep doing the same thing every week, obviously the stats are telling us we're not going to score more than 20 points. So why do you continue to do that stuff? And why do you pull out creative plays once in a while and then all of a sudden go back to these basic plays, Madden type plays? Yeah. Like, this is getting out of hand. It's getting ridiculous. I want Josh McDaniels fired.
You're seeing the same stuff every week, and it's the same thing. We're scoring under 20. We're scoring 15, 12. We're putting out funky numbers now, 19, 12. It's the same stuff, and we text about it. It's traditional. It's just basic. It's plain. Like let's mix it up. Let's do something creative. Or you see the Dolphins do this. You see the Chiefs do this. You see everybody else in the everybody else's offense. They're doing something crazy. Or like, hey, why don't we have that? No, we're just either just a plain handoff or a plain slant or just a plain go route, and that's it.
And the Raiders aren't an explosive football team.
We're not.
And we could be an explosive football team. We got guys to do it. We got Trey Tucker. Nick, why do we not give him the ball? Every time we give him the ball, something good happens. PI, 10-plus yards. Why don't we give Trey Tucker, a playmaker, the ball? Why don't we give Michael Mayer the ball? A tight end, when he gets the ball, he looks like Rob Gronkowski, the way he runs and the way he catches the ball. Why don't we give him the ball to these playmakers?
Yeah,
why don't we? It's embarrassing.
I have no clue. And today too, and I know that no one really played good on the offense, but it was like first quarter, boom, we're focusing on Devontae Adams. He had his 4 catches for 50-something yards, and then after that, it was like, okay, Devontae, you're done. Second quarter, Jacoby, now it's your turn. Like, no, let's spread the ball out. Let's not just one guy here for one quarter, one guy here for another quarter. I mean, I think Devontae was done after the first series in the second quarter, and then that was just done. Like, it's just, this offense is really just pissing me off.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Lack of creativity is bad. I mean, you can just look at the Bears' offensive standpoint against this Raider defense and look at how creative they are. They're creative. Like, our run sucks, right? But we just do the same run plays every time. The same 2 or 3 run plays every single time. But this Bears team, they were doing multiple different run plays, different running backs, different things every time. Yeah. Switching it up, being creative in the run game and in the pass game, and that puts a defense off balance like the Raiders were today.
Keeps them guessing.
And, we don't have defenses guessing, like you said. So it's pretty bad. And that's a good example. Like you said, the Dolphins, Chiefs, but the Bears today, they were just more creative than us.
Just everybody.
And their play caller was better than our head coach, who's the offensive guru, who's a play caller as well. So it was embarrassing on the offense side of the ball.
It just seems like it's always us, right? Like, it's just the Raiders. We sit there and we play an undrafted, rookie that, his last start, he only threw for like 100 yards, got sacked a whole bunch of times, couple picks in D2 college. Then he comes out and looks great. Like, but that's only against us, because next week he'll go out and he'll just tank if Fields isn't ready, and then you'll be like, okay, well then it is just us. It's just because it was Raider week.
Yeah,
it's always us. We've seen this game before, where we go in somewhere East Coast and just put up. We put up 12, but just blank. No one plays good. No one does anything, and it's always we're around 500. We're that one time where I think it was 6-6. We were at 7-6 that one time going into New York or something, and you put up blanks, and then your season goes downhill from there.
Well, today we made Tyson Bagent look like Tom Brady, prime Tom Brady. We made Deontay Foreman look like Walter Payton, right? And then we made, who got 2 picks? Jalen Johnson, actually Fresno kid, went to Central. We made Jalen Johnson look like Deion Sanders today. So the Raiders, man, it was bad. Gave the Bears their first win in Soldier Field in a year.
Yeah.
Or something crazy
like
that.
That's what's more embarrassing. You hear the commentators. Well,
there were so many records broken today.
This is the Bears'
There were
first
so many
time.
records broken today.
This is the Bears' first time, or this has been since so-and-so that this player's done this or done... Like, really? Why is it always against us? Every week you hear that. This is the first time since, 1989 that a team's put this, and it's always against us. But, this is who we are. After 7 weeks, this is who our offense is, and it's just, it's embarrassing.
Raider defense today did not play good as well. Not obviously the offense is obviously in a worse spot, but the defense did not play good today. Took a big step backwards in this game. And I don't mean to be the guy that says I told you so, but we talked about it in our game preview that the Raiders just need to stop the run. They're good against the pass, just stop the run. And the Bears ran all over the Raiders today, and we couldn't stop it at all. And I give that a mix to Patrick Graham's defensive scheme, but I give it a mix of the effort and our players on the field.
There's some missed tackles and everything,
because there's lots of missed tackles. There was lots of hesitation out on the field, and that was the bad part. It just Bears won it more.
Yeah.
The effort was better all around, all sides of the ball. And it was just embarrassing.
Yeah, you couldn't stop the run. The time was just taking, and they were taking their time to score.
I mean, we knew they were running the ball.
Yeah, but still nothing. And they were sitting there doing flips and hurdling over people and whatever, and just first down to first down, taking time off the clock. And I know we said that we take forever to score, but that's when we're behind. They were sitting there, they were playing it perfect. Just let's protect this lead and just and just tick, 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 and they were doing it perfect.
Yeah, all credit to the Bears in this one because their effort was obviously phenomenal. They played with high energy. They were pumped up. They were playing like it's a Super Bowl, right? And the Raiders came out and played like this is a throwaway game, and it was ugly, very ugly.
Yeah.
And just the effort, everything was bad. Coaching, we got outperformed, outclassed in every
aspect of the game.
Every area.
Yeah. And, I told you this before. I know, we sucked on both offense and defense today. And special teams. We missed a field goal. But defense only gave up 24. And at one point it was 24-6 out before the pick six. But it wouldn't have looked so bad if we would score a little bit. If it was a 20-24 game, you know what I mean? If that pick six is off. But us not scoring in offense really makes the defense really look bad. And the game, the score, 30-12, offense gave up 6. I know we played bad, but the offense really made the defense look even worse today because we only put up 12 points.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. If you put up points, looks like a battle. But the thing about this game is the Bears' offense is not good, and you got Tyson Bagent.
Oh yeah,
who is a D2 quarterback, and they go out and score 24. Even 24 is embarrassing.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you just look at on paper the ranks, and I know me and you don't look at that because we're the Raiders, but if you look at the ranks, I mean, this was a low defense. We thought we can put some points on, and then this was a low kind of offense that we thought we can stop, and I mean we didn't on both.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels has now lost to Baker Mayfield on like a 24-hour notice. The Colts head coach, what's his name?
The guard,
Holiday, something like that. Holiday, and the coach, he came in and after like a week beat the Raiders, and then we lose to a D2 Tyson Bagent quarterback. And Tyson Bagent, I mean, he had the balls today. He had the balls. I mean, he was scrambling. He was doing all the things that I would want in our quarterback to do today. So all respect to him, but it was this week's gonna be tough now. Like, but it feels like season's over already just because of a loss like this.
And I'm not gonna. I don't want to sit here and be the bearer of bad news or potentially give up. But I mean, this is who we are, and I kept on saying it. And I hope. And I come on here and with our predictions and hey, this is the week we score over 20, and this is the week so and so goes off, or this is the week Peters goes off. And our predictions and everything. This is who we are.
Yeah.
And I think we're lucky to have 3 wins. Some great stops and some good wins. We pulled them off, but we haven't. Our offense hasn't scored 20. And if you saw the last team that did that was the 0-7 Bears or the 0-7 Jags. I'm sorry. And it's just like, really, this is our offense. Like, we have a lot of money into this offense, a lot of weapons and everything, for it to be like this offensively. And I just think the team all around, this might be who we are. Art.
Yeah, obviously, we know each other. We're not giving up. Next week on Monday,
we're gonna be pumped up.
If we win
Wednesday, Thursday, yeah,
we'll be like, we can go 4-4, beat Giants, beat Jets. We're 6-4. But like, in the reality of the situation, we're not a good football team. We barely pull out a victory against Green Bay, has a losing record. Patriots, who have a losing record, and beat the Denver, who's bad.
They look horrible.
And every other game we lost. And we lost to a 1-5 Bears team today, which capped it off, made it even worse. So just looking at our schedule, looking at the teams we faced, the teams we beat, teams we lost to, we're not a good football team.
No, we're not.
And usually throughout the season, you're like, okay, we're going to get better. But there's no signs of us getting better. Like, especially offensively, there's no signs of us getting better. Defensively, I think at the best, we're going to be a 20 ranked defense, 15 to 20 ranked defense.
It's somewhere in there. Somewhere in that 5 or 6, yeah.
At the best. That might be the same all year. We're not going to change and be fucking top 5 defense. Be a freaking top 5 defense. Yeah. But this offense isn't going to change. Because this play calling, the play calling is bad. Yeah. You give us a better play caller, and these quarterbacks might succeed a little bit more. But the quarterbacks are obviously subpar. But now looking at it, it's hard to judge all these quarterbacks that Josh McDaniels has coached because everyone has failed.
Yeah.
And the Raiders, for the Raiders.
And I'm outside of. Well, yeah, I mean, outside of just everything, just all of his quarterbacks, Carr, Stidham, and then these three, Hoyer, O'Connell.
Stidham had one good game.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the only one good game
Well,
with Josh McDaniels.
I think with McDaniels offensively, I think the Niner game and then the first Chief one when we went in there and lost.
Yeah.
I think those are the only two where you look at and be like, man, that was a good offense. But I mean, we lost both. But just like, man, okay, if that's what it is, then okay, we got something going on here. Other than that, whoever is quarterbacking, turnover problem with picks and not moving the ball, it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff from last year, different quarterback, and we even look worse because we're not putting up points at all. And it sucks. And today last week we had a red zone problem. Today we had a third down problem.
Yeah, I think we're the Raider team is probably a coach away. Probably still we need a quarterback.
This isn't the system. A year and a half in, this isn't the system for the Raiders.
Yeah, but we need a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
We still need a quarterback. I mean, all the quarterbacks we had in the last 2 years, I don't think are good enough to help us lead to where we want to be.
No,
which is the Raiders want to win a Super Bowl. Mark Davis wants to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Raiders want to win a Super Bowl, and we don't have a quarterback that can do it. Now, I think the ball's in Mark Davis's court.
What do you want? Yeah.
Do you just go on what's happening, or do you just fire him now and say screw it? Because you're going to have to fire him eventually.
Yeah.
The way it's looking.
This isn't it.
So might as well do it now, right?
I would think so. Do it now. Yeah. You do it soon.
I know
you do
we're
it
3
soon
or
because
4.
you know what?
I know we're 3 or 4, but maybe you get Ryan to go and coach us or something, and maybe we rally around him like Bisaccia or something. But we're not going to do it with McDaniels. We're not going to do it.
No, we're not. And I mean, like you said, we got to find a quarterback. Are we going to be in a position to draft one? We already have 3 wins. Looking at the schedule,
You don't know what's a win. What's a for sure win.
The only one I can say is the Broncos because of our record of the last 7 or 8 games. But I mean, that's about it. I mean, next week's a Monday night prime time against a good team. They got spanked today. But then the 2 New York teams, you don't know. Giants can catch fire. The Jets' defense is excellent.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Jets and the Giants.
And
both of them.
And it's like deja vu. Well, last year, we said, hey, these 5 games, they're winnable. We can do it. And then we put up this, and now you're looking, and it's just like, okay. And then after the New York teams, you face the hot Miami. Then we go and Kansas City and
Minnesota, which is good.
Kirk Cousins can throw all over us. Chargers, another Kansas City one. So I mean, you're looking now you're just getting worried. Now 7 weeks in, you can't move the ball, you can't score. You don't know what you're gonna get out of this defense. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll probably see you guys for a midweek episode. Probably talk about the situation a little bit. See what happens the next couple of days, what transpires. Things could happen. People could get fired. I don't know if the head coach will get fired, but things could happen. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll see you guys for a game preview. Raiders versus the Lions.
Yeah.
Right now, our head's not too...
Right? I mean, yeah.
Right now, we're not feeling good. But we'll give you a lot of energy for that game preview.
Yeah, right now, just an hour after the game. I mean, we don't even want to think about another game.
Yeah.
But come, a couple days, Wednesday, Thursday, we're texting, we're pumped up. Hey, if we win, back to almost back to 500, 4-4. Jimmy G's likely to come back. It's just hard when this is who we are.
Yeah, we'll see you guys for the game preview. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.